We're sitting on $32 million in pure cap space, but if Caleb Williams' blindside is protected by an untested rookie at pick 25, this entire offseason's a waste of time. The medical reports aren't lying. Ozzy Trapilo's patellar tendon is shredded. Throwing a kid into the fire to guard our franchise quarterback is a fireable offense. You don't gamble with your young QB's ribs when the window's finally cracking open. If we don't fix left tackle yesterday, Caleb's gonna spend the year in the medical tent. We're breaking down the massive bloodletting at Hallis Hall, from DJ Moore getting shipped out to the defensive blockbuster Ryan Poles is quietly setting up. Stick around until the end. A divisional rival just made the biggest front office blunder of the decade, and a pissed-off 10-year veteran left tackle who knows Ben Johnson's playbook inside and out just fell right into our laps. If you're riding with this roster through the transition, hit the like button. Let's see who's still in the trenches in the comments. One of the toughest guys to wear navy and orange just packed his bags. DJ Moore's officially done in Chicago. On Thursday, Poles pulled the trigger, shipping Moore to Buffalo. This move defines the Poles plan. You don't forget that 46-yard overtime dagger against Green Bay, but the NFL's a business that doesn't care about your memories. Moore gave us a pulse when this offense was flatlining, but you don't pay for past performance in this league, you pay for future production. And at 29, Moore's price tag didn't match the timeline. The receipt, we sent Moore and a 2026 fifth rounder for the 60th overall pick, a flat-out second rounder. Ryan Poles just grabbed premium draft capital for a receiver we were eventually going to lose. That 60th pick's pure gold. It gives the front office the exact ammo they need to wheel and deal for a day one starter on the defensive line or move up for a tackle. Moore didn't just walk out the back door, he hit Instagram to thank the fans, but he signed off with exactly what you want a real bear to say, and it's always FGB. A straight shot at Green Bay on his way out. That's the only way to leave this city. You don't just wear the uniform, you gotta hate the guys up north in your bones. Moore understood the blood feud, and I respect him for it. His final ride, 50 catches, 682 yards, and 6 scores. Solid production, but here's the cold reality. This team's chasing a ring. You can't tie up the future in one veteran when the window's cracking open. We need guys who fit Caleb's timeline. The math wasn't mathing for a team that needs money spread across the entire roster. Getting Moore's money off the books is massive. We're entirely out of cap hell. It clears the deck for the young monsters like Rome Odunze, Luther Burden III, and Colston Loveland. It's their room now. Moore's heading to Buffalo to catch passes with Josh Allen. Good for him. But Buffalo's problems aren't our concern. We've got our own house to clean. That 60th overall pick's a loaded gun in Ryan Poles' pocket. This is the real story. That second-round pick's the skeleton key to this whole offseason. If Poles nails pick 60, trading Moore's a masterclass. If he blows it, we traded our best weapon for a ghost. The pressure's entirely on the front office now. No more excuses. Don't think for a second we're done fixing the trenches. While everyone's distracted by the receiver room, there's a massive crater right in the middle of our offensive line. When Drew Dalman dropped that retirement bomb, I thought it was a joke. The guy's 27, just finished a Pro Bowl year, and he just walks? He didn't just leave an empty locker, he ripped the anchor out of our line exactly when Caleb Williams walking into the most crucial stretch of his life. In Johnson's system, the center's the engine. Dalman's impact in 2025 was massive. The offense clicked because we had a brain in the huddle calling protections. Fixing this mess is the only job that matters for Ryan Poles right now. Enter Tyler Linderbaum. The Ravens center's hitting free agency at just 25. He isn't just the best center on the market, he's the best offensive lineman available, period. We've got the cap space now, and the plan's built around keeping Caleb upright. Getting a 25-year-old All-Pro in the trenches is how you build a dynasty. You don't overthink this. Courtney Cronin from ESPN reported Chicago's greasing the wheels for a massive swing at center. Dan Graziano's predicting a move that'll break the market. 4 years, $90 million, with $60 million guaranteed. That blows past Creed Humphrey's $18 million a year to hit $22.5 million annually. That's an insane amount of cash for a center, but honestly, I don't care. It's not my money. If $90 million's what it takes to keep Caleb from eating turf on third down, you cut the check and don't blink. Losing a 27-year-old starter makes Chicago the most desperate buyer in the room. Poles is backed into a corner, and the league knows it. But getting Linderbaum won't be easy. We caught one break. The Chargers just signed Tyler Biadasz for $30 million, taking them out of the running. But dealing with Detroit inside the division's the real test. This is where Ryan Poles earns his paycheck. You don't hoard all this cash just to come in second place. Go get the best guy and shut the door on everyone else. Just when you think the board's set, an unexpected release from a division rival handed Chicago a ready-made solution to our biggest headache. You can't make this up. On Thursday, the Detroit Lions handed us a golden ticket. They officially cut left tackle Taylor Decker. The guy gave a full decade to that franchise, and at 32, he told them he wanted to keep grinding. Detroit's response? They slapped him in the face with a pay cut demand. Let's be honest, our offensive line's a wreck right now. Ozzy Trapilo was turning into a rock-solid starter until he blew his patellar tendon in that wildcard win over the Packers. Medical reports say he's missing most, if not all, of 2026. Ryan Poles admitted at the Combine that the recovery timeline's a mystery. You can't mess with Caleb Williams' blindside. Sticking an unproven rookie out there to get Caleb killed is a fireable offense. We need a grown man playing left tackle yesterday. Don't tell me to just draft the guy. We're picking 25th in a weak offensive line class. We don't have time to develop a project while trying to win now. Taylor Decker's the definition of a sure thing, a former first-rounder with 10 years of battle-tested experience. Sometimes the football gods hand you a gift. Decker hitting the market exactly when Trapilo's knee gives out is the universe telling Poles to pick up the damn phone. The real kicker? The Ben Johnson connection. Johnson was the OC in Detroit from 2022 through 2024. He's the one who schemed Decker into his Pro Bowl appearance. Decker loves the guy. When a player respects a coach that much, he'll run through a brick wall for him. This isn't just a signing, it's getting the band back together. Decker knows the playbook, the terminology, and the schemes. The math works. With Dalman retiring and the DJ Moore trade, we're sitting on $32 million in cap room. Decker's 32 and just got cut. His price won't break the bank. We can afford him and still hunt a monster for the defense. Because Detroit cut him, he doesn't cost us a single compensatory pick. It's a no-brainer. He gets his revenge, Caleb stays upright, and we keep our draft capital. This is a kind of nasty veteran addition that turns a playoff team into a champion. Poles just needs to execute. If you respect the grind and want the truth without the filter, hit the like button and subscribe. If you're riding with us through this offseason, let's get into it in the comments. Bear down.